YouTube, you're now watching DNT, where you get the best entertainment for the future. Today I am doing my Playboy Season 3 Episode 2 review. And I'm ready to get right into it because this episode was funny as fuck. So it starts off, Cassie and Maul still arguing with the Woo. They're going back and forth. Cassie like, I want to fight you again, I want to fight you again. What the fuck Cassie say to Maul? It was something about his peoples. Damn, what did he say? Fuck, I wish I remembered that shit. But he said, like, Cassie was talking crazy. Like, Cassie was talking crazy to Mom. And then Cassie and Aunt is arguing with this guy. This guy like, Aunt, you mad over a nigga? I'm not even fucking no more. I'm like, y'all beefing over Maul. Like, this tea is so old. Like, Aunt's been outed. We been knowing Maul was fucking D. Scott. And we know D. Scott ain't taking Maul from you. We don't really care. Hey, Tay. We don't really care who took who from who. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like this tea between D. Scott, and Maul is old. But this tea between Cassie, Maul, and all them, that's new for me. I didn't even know they was beefing. So then Cassie and Maul do round two, and I have to give Cassie his props. Last review I said Cassie let Maul get a little bit of the best of him, but this time, nah, Cassie got Maul the second round. Cassie got Maul down. And I was like, damn, like, what Cassie did the second round is what I was expecting him to do the first round. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, well, that was Maul first L I've seen him take, officially. But Cassie is so tall. He's literally 7 foot tall. Like Cassie is literally like 7 foot. So, I mean, I kind of figured that Maul was going to lose that one. And Cassie looked like he punched hard as fuck. Cassie was in his confessional like, oh, I never asked for this heavy hitter title. Y'all just gave it to me with the woo. I'm always fighting little people. Like, give me a bitch that's tall, like my size. And I'm like, Cassie, of course you gonna be fighting people shorter than you. I know, Taylor. That's why I was trying to show you like clips so you could see who I was talking about. But like, Cassie, of course people is gonna lose to you. You're like 7 foot tall. Of course you're gonna be considered a heavy hitter. Regardless, you're big. Like, Cassie is big, like tall. And out there talking to Metro Zay, Landon, who else? And Ken Glocks. And Ant like, yeah, I tear D. Scott, I beat D. Scott down, wooty boom. And oh my gosh, and Metro Zay like, oh, you tore him? You ate him up? Like, Metro Zay was so happy because Metro Zay don't like D. Scott. He like, yeah, my bitch Cassie and did they big ones, wooty woo. And I'm just like, Metro Zay is me. If I was like messy like that, like, I would never be on a show like this. I just like to talk my shit about it. But if I was to be on a show like this, Metro Zay would be me. Like, for real. He is funny as fuck. Oh, Ken say he got some tea with D. Scott. Apparently D. Scott had told Ken that he has some for him, and Ken is like, D. Scott already done fought enough today, wooty woo, but I just want to know what he got for me. Landon asked him what he got for me. And Landon was like, so you got a little bit of tea with D. Scott. And after they was talking about that, then Metro Zay had asked Landon, like, so what's your tea with Maul and D. Scott? And Landon was like, the same thing. He on whatever Maul on. He's the only host. And if Maul has a problem with that, then it's just gonna be what it be. And he said D. Scott is on thin ice with him. So he basically just keeping the same energy of them if they got a problem with him being the only host. And I'm like, Maul's gonna have a problem with you being the only host. He already said he's co-hosting. So We know that's gonna be a fade at some point. Cashy is popping all this shit about Maul, talking about he want his tooth, talking about, oh, I wasn't talking about your son, I was talking about your parenting. He said, you too busy trying to do new dicks. You can't even get your son an ice cream cup. I said, now Cashy, what made you think a ice cream cup though? Like, out of all things, a ice cream cup, like that was like he can't even get his son an ice cream cup. And he like, I got the screenshot. Your baby mama said you don't even do it, so I know you don't do it. And I'm like, nah, Cashy, you messy as fuck for texting that man, baby mama. Like, you're messy. This and then they introduced like the Texas boys. They introduced Tay, Ty, Solo, Sheik, and Landon go get everybody fades for them. Landon go gets Rich J to fight Ty. Wait, no, Rich J fought Tay. Rich J fought Tay, and Solo fought. Who did Solo fight? I keep forgetting every time I look at these notes. And Solo fought Ant. Solo fought Ant. And I was like, they still going on with this storyline? This is from 2022. Like, I don't know. They just like bringing back old season 1 beefs, low key, or like season 1 tea. I don't really know what the fuck Ant and Solo been having going on lately though. So before they can even fight, Cashy come back out and he like, hey Ty. And him and Ty get the fight and where he beat Ty up so bad. I'm talking about, but Cashy's bigger than Ty too. But you could tell Ty didn't really want to fight Cashy. Like, he had his arms up in front of his face some of the fight, and he wasn't really like swinging. He would only swing like every once in a while. He said Ty shit on himself and Landon like, bitch, you need a diaper. And then Cashy know he wrong because he like, yeah, bitch, I beat this shit out of you literally. You're not a city girl, you're a shitty girl. I'm like, oh my gosh, he done made this boy shit on himself. Then Sheik, he messy too. He in the confessional talk about some, I didn't see no shit. I might have smelled some shit, but I ain't see no shit. And I'm like, did this, because this is 3 people now that said you to shit on yourself. So did you really shit on yourself? Like, that is crazy. Like, I hope I never get beat up so bad when I shit on myself. Like, that gotta be a bad, bad experience. Tay and Rich J fight now. Tay and Ty is 2 different people. Ty is the one that got beat up by Cashy. Tay is the one that's fighting Rich J. Now when Tay and Rich J fight, Tay tears Rich J. Tay tears Rich J. He's dodging and weaving. Like, he was like bobbing and weaving like he really is a boxer. I said, oh yeah, I like how he fight. I like how Tay fight. I like watching him fight because he's so quick. He can move out the way. I said, yeah, I think he's gonna be good for this season. Then Solo fought Ant, and Solo was like, get like backing Ant up, but Ant was still keeping up like punch for punch wise. So I would say that one was a tie. That was actually a decent fight. But Solo was backing Ant up though. How Metro Zay was in the back looking while they was fighting took me out. He was just standing in the dark like a villain, like just watching, just people how everybody fight. I gotta put that picture in my video because that shit was hilarious. Then Cashy and Sheik get to going back and forth. Cashy like, hey Sheik, I'm fighting your boyfriend. So apparently, whoever this Qatari boy is, he gonna have a lot of fades in the houses. He's being brought up a lot already. Apparently Qatari and Sheik used to mess around. Qatari and Sheik used to mess around or whatever. And Cashy like, yeah, Sheik, I'm beating your boyfriend up. And Sheik like, but didn't you just say when you seen both of us you didn't really want no smoke? Like you wasn't trying to get on that? And Cashy was like, I'm not, I was saying I'm not gonna fight y'all at a mansion, but I didn't say I wouldn't fight y'all at Playboys. So then Sheik was like, do you want to fight at this point? And then they wouldn't let, I don't even think they let Cashy fight Sheik if I'm mistaken. And if they did, it's later down in my notes. And then Sheik like, I don't know why he wants to fight now. We just seen each other. I'm not even with Qatari anymore. And I'm like, damn, he checking you about somebody you're not even fucking with no more. D Scott and Maul is talking to Khalil, and shout out to Khalil because Khalil, he liked my TikTok, period. clock that tea. But yes, Maul and D Scott is talking to Khalil. Khalil's basically like, yeah, you know, they jumped to me, wooty wooty woo, but I still got in the paint, changing my outfit. These bitches don't have new outfits. And Maul and these guys like, period, as you should, gas him up. And that shit was just so funny to me, cause like Khalil, Khalil is so funny. Like I like him. Like he definitely did get jumped, but I like his energy. Like I don't know, he gives Playboy. He know how to pop his shit. And I'm glad Ma and D Scott kind of like, you know, befriended him because he really didn't have no friends in the house. Like, Sheik and D Scott, I guess they got some beef from the past. They was arguing and they fought. Now, when they was fighting, it was a good tie at first until Sheik turned his head. Like, all Sheik fades this episode, he was like turning his head, and I'm gonna be bringing it up as I'm talking about all his fights. That's the only reason it would end up being a tie, is because he wasn't keeping his head like towards them. He was like looking away, and then that was letting them get some punches. Like, you gotta keep your head up. I think it was Ty and Ken talking. Ty and Ken talking, and Ty was like, what's your tea or whatever? And Ken was like, it ain't no tea, you're all hitting hard as fuck. And I'm like, no, for real, kid, just let him have that. He already done shit on himself. It's just like, it's all bad for him right now. Cassie come back like, Sheik, I need that from you. Like, Cassie was trying to fight the whole cast. Cassie would not sit down. I'm like, Cassie, like, we get it, you got your face out the way, you're tearing everybody. You're 7 foot tall, boo. But apparently Cassie needed that from Sheik because of Joss. And I'm like, Cassie, I know you was not fighting this man over Jocelyn. Like, you know how Jocelyn moves, you know how she gets down. She probably was fucking with way more niggas than Sheik, let's be honest. And Cassie, I wouldn't be surprised if you was fucking with multiple niggas. Y'all just a toxic ass couple, so for you to be fighting him over her is crazy. Yeah, and then Cassie tore Sheik because Sheik turned his head around once again, turning his head to the side, and Cassie beat him up. It's kind of hard to beat Cassie up, though. Then after they fight, Rich they like, oh, Cassie not gonna keep catching all these fades. Wooty wooty woo. Ty like, bitch, ain't nobody coming to fight Cassie big ass. You think we coming to look for him? I said, that's the realest shit you done said. He made you shit on yourself. Of course you don't want that with Cassie. And he had a point though, like, come on now, Rich Day. If it was a choice between to have you as a fade or Cassie as a fade, he gonna want to fight you. Like, come on now, ain't nobody just going to look for a fade with Cassie. That's like going to look for a fade from Billy. Ain't nobody going to look for no fade with Billy. Be realistic. Then JR joined the cast, and you know, Metro Zay was kikiing with JR when he first walked in, like, you know, oh, you know, we ain't doing nothing, just catch a fade. You got any fade you trying to catch? He was like, nah. And he was like, oh, okay, what's in your cup? And he was like, this nigga talking to me. Like, JR was like, in his confessional, this nigga talking to me. I can't tell if he was trying to flirt or he was trying to be funny. But I'm like, nigga, get out my face. But I'm like, Metro Zay seemed like he just be keying with everybody like that when they first get there, though. Like, I seen him key with other people like that. So I think that's just Metro Zay personality. Like, I just think he's very, like, you know, he just be wanting to know everybody tea and get to know everybody. I don't even think he was on that like that. And then Rich Zay and Sheik end up fighting, and that's how they end the episode. And that one was a tie too. And really, Sheik could have won that one if he wouldn't have turned his head. Like, I just need one of Sheik people's in the house, like one of the Houston Warriors. Tay, go get some fighting tips from Tay. Like, seriously, like, no shade, but like, you can fight good, like, he punch good, he throw good punches, but he turns his head way too much. That's how they getting him every time. But that's the end of my Playboy Season 3 Episode 2 review. Please like, comment, and subscribe.